Sami Batu Ababe Cancer, trans Joel, and so Abanya Babe Cancer, ye dim Komoha. Sami, morning.
Morning, Brapping.
Na a Honda or Hodie.
A Honda or by Honda in your sa.
I didn't see.
On say, I finish when we are, sir.
January was September, so Yakugu.
It's September, no.
I say, September, October, November.
I say, I feel back quite between and I call a queen say, boys in be still na sorting in your ma out. They are comedy boys.
Comedy boys.
Comedy boys.
And as I'm not more bemu.
Say, you are bemu. I bind the wa bemu. Mama ye na afa na nka wo se boys no nso a o hwe bibia mete ya bo edwuma na che te ase ye di okonani mama ya ba be mu a alice enya se qualification e bi ni ho qualification e bi wo ho te alice nka sorting out na boys ni ye den enye edwuma na start nye edwuma ba me ne o kase e bi mpokra ho mpokra na e bi mu wo ho no ma e bi mu ya de o from alice o me for course na Omashi Ukraine. So, any that's all. Every muso on book from Master Omudo automatic message in a very reply. Can I call you back?
Hey,
I won't know when you're a bongo shot afre. Nancy, Banimpa met me a bona basopa as Sami JV. Because me case me nya admission me kwa cyber. And I'm calling channel me so brapping menya admission menya kakra no so wabre ti so je we yere for so na fakutua odi ase because
one friend o kono
me kono
no mo a wo so wo frɛ from so akomo
masa ade no pokra on pikin pokra na wakakra cho say brada say ana da say ebi on pokra be kon pokra so me ni ho nti obedo o kakra wa fa ka call the office na obekodu no ni ho at least I was so friend in bana okaso say Perry na me friend no so e da say Sami be wo ho no nti obetimi ai den aba because boys ni bi yem bi ye use your resources over the 8 years you use transportation and you do swim your call radio so na ade and yes a qualification e bi wo na me diga nka e bi wo pa ebi mo no from ombefa ebi mpokra de masa wonte ne nkampo wonte ne ho maachi
njina wo twa appointment na
anya appointment eye adwuma onya appointment letter wanya adwuma ya nya se ministry appointment na CEO bi ana se deputy CEO dabi alice kakra wo so de be there wo de be sha hu kura na adwuma na yabo ne yie bisa ho dachi since last year. When was the last time I offered me a mechanical so that you mean to me, ma? You sure Tony in an ameba. I shall switch you on and never do me. Quabinia.
Now, say, who boss now? You say, oh, yeah, you. Say, oh, your friends, Temapota, Agapo, and so, say, on the
corporate communication.
Also, corporate commission, and on, say, what the inventing page, man, also opportunity to
also, or do Hujuma.
Ozo di hunduma. Okay.
Enti me catch a friends in party hierarchy, especially communication. Omo we data. Omo hwe na boys na bi a yenya sort here out no. At least ne enso ntbi nya ahokeka no. Resources ne ba.
Assembly wono mama obi. Say bia
David. Nadmo e bi ma ho. E bi mai.
Assembly wono nadmo office e bi ni ho.
Masa, minya hwe anka me nkasa. Na no kwasa na me kan. Eti you see want me communication, you can't take communication out of politics. And I say ejuma no aban ne ya yen communicators in the bed and e beba fidie so se na bebo ho dewuro.
No, okay.
And I'm speaking on behalf of other boys in Libya. Because obitimi fraud Sami Charlie my issue with me answer him kakra. Now so kakra wa na why then? Why we mu dia ma?
But is it not too early in the day?
Enye too early. I feel kwana wi ye. afi kɔ na wie bebre na obekɔ so ye short na so boys ni bi ya short ni bi kɔ so
short ni bi kɔ
of short ni kɔ so
ebia so onye oba engi na onye anya enzo a
enti
yeah constituency
because nenti am
constituency be over the weekend yes school fee the enfa your friends woman organizer yeah the be ma organizer or their common girlfriend so
can you imagine so in that case no obi okun ho in the last 8 years no be by ono wonte ho match yezumpo kronye da na kwaba eza na kwaba so be shatade of the NDC na say ene sort na boys na bi nyen sort na de sort obi onkan yezumpo krada e ba na sana wo sha boys na bufuo ya chire kom atwen ope nti mesre
okay
mesre boys na comedy aí
merase mama nko Joa
openi
morning my microphone so kakra mama
yeshi ya check kakra
boko de
yamiado
we de omo so kodubunu kwa na omo se eyifo tata na mo de omo so bere eni de mo
me mom the measure money. I mean, it comes with the terrain we find ourselves. Politics, you know. Almost said it. Who ye Juma ye a pan time no swan na penfoni rate I feel mokakra. And I think say MPP we suffered it. And I think my brother they all kind of say no correct. Omobama sometimes, you know, I don't know what happens. In opposition, stories in this and your back and some of them when they come to power is a different thing. Timaka chem somo de omo shom sapo mudi na omo nkoto nkoso there ya mebe pejani sa obi ti omo sufre na wa ye de also your mom because ejuma that enough for mo enough from sometimes if you okay wa should be ote and every day he needs to come here be entry budget be into woman sometimes in difficult problems the situations no so ba obey some party no it is a party ne ba bem na kakra ukofia oyebe buzawo ti bebrebe nyina de na de
ko season
kuma bebe buzawo una fufu bi din so aba until otie but this is na antisa to me I share with them I'm hoping said that the company for the bit of so friend on my day senior yes so your time so near so they can be
I see yes, CM free TUC. Oma threatening say Omo beko nationwide strike over salary owed to railway workers. Recently, what do you say? I think it's somewhere in 2016, and I commissioned the railway near Yejuma Water Prade. Up to now, railway no say it's a position Yejuma also. The railway sector need to own self. Yeah, and say railway for Impia Muko, railway for Impia Muko. I don't know. The last time I went train we were Kuruma. Yeah, bang.
This year the miniatures in the
Bakubia, na metem, Bakubi was sacred.
Yeah.
And a trim into train Bakupe. And the railway sector, Nankasa workers no we are hintia. Yen to Impia Mukantia, TUC for as your Moko strike.
I think say there obviously it may be a train back but then people who make it happen, no. Also, and I don't think say the who will be at the physical concern on the pay. I mean, if you Western region, I think say but they were working. Also, bear in mind say in recent times, and then the trains, you know, it has due to old age and I say rails, you know, problems from humanity, grande the operations, but. Then, not trains near you, not from comfort, and I don't think say they've been laid off. Only off quite still. Your comfort, you say there is this new ones. MPP are buying a coffee buy. Could be a problem or doing the test. Yeah. So I think they still have people in there that they plan on operating. I say people will say they are trying to lay new rails and they send money. As to why they are not being paid, yeah.
I feel me my worry is no say if railway sector now your managers they are supposed to manage something. If what they are supposed to manage what are they sitting there for? That's my question. Because then you kind of realize say and you see railway me say takradi. I've been there a couple of times. Enye duma secretary we are not pun baako e wo mu anu wate ne baako nti me fa say wo dey secretary no kwa dey duma every day.
Yeah, and I think that the one that goes to Tema also so no.
Tema enu na making enu nti wo dey fa say wo dey tre kra na eduma enipa no duduo ne ya he train nipa he na etwie e fa say train bia nipa 5 in ebetwi wo dey train bia nipa 10 kra na etwie train. And the managers,
I did back could be a yes, because now I was trying to read on the way, and I think say TUC for release the drum the buyer. They were saying that government pays about 70% of almost salaries. Is that supposed to mean that the rest are supposed to be generated by the real company and asset? And if that is the case, as he said, the 70% in the airco and 30% in so they are also supposed to be generating. And so it's it's a dicey situation, but I think so. Whatever it is, I buy feel say no, it's not profit making, and I say in fact revenue be back. Not for that reason, for the next maybe couple of years. Yeah. We should just get them some severance package. But you keep him there. Also, he's a saying China. If you have some years, Kakrampo Bano, 18 to 19, no phone. But take now for to be a landing.
But don't you think that we've gotten to a place as a country that's a buyer for a Juma, Beshe Jumanoso? Wash a Jumano Swam a Jumane. This is KB and Fred Jumanuma. Government cannot lay you out. If government want to lay you out, also TS can be mount, say they be our better. Don't you think we've gotten to a place where, because of that kind of amount of force sitting in a buying office near there, they are so like a difficult to the extent say, Ombe Kolasi, a state-owned business. Even though you say, oh, collapse no property or a better.
See, a honor and both are buying like both. Waiting has been single attending, single attend PP. There should be a supervisory unit in every government. Every government agency. Yafa CEO, Yafa board, Yafa conform motion. Somebody should be checking them. Yafa, we gave you a job on the buyer. It came with certain responsibilities. Are you living up to it? Are you the one who's supposed to go out there, generate business for the agency and not for the business? If yes, are you doing it? If no, why are you sitting there? Do you get it? A dream Pennsylvania as a country saying to me and supervise it. Sorry, send me side example. At least I've got the opportunity to live outside country. And apart from say you're from conform, you will conform almost every month. They will go around check the Yafa or Sebra Bayano. So they will write a report. The next what's one man I catch you say you're not living up to expectation. Go then bring another person. So what is?
But Obiatira was a manager for 15 years.
Nothing is coming out of it. Nothing is coming out. Also, you do baby a Ghana. I'll say you did politics too in China. Sometimes we take our own destiny into our hands and ask certain questions from either NBP MDs who is in government. They say, are you supervising Kofuna do Messi one? Are they bringing in what is supposed to bring? Look at TOR, for example. When we give a private entity an opportunity to refine oil in Ghana. Are we serious as a country?
Recently, Matthew state transport. STC. You see, a buying a fleet of cars about government upon government. They be a cars, they are broke, they be a cars, they are broke. All the time, they don't make profit, right? They be the Kabeba government, cars, they are broke. It is because of the organogram of the company. Because when you say a Gukra, a Betrianica. And say, I didn't hear Jumano no Alpha where we did. Yes, railway. Who train the Okroma?
But the railway would have it could be easy a lot of traffic. It would have easily make workers because now people are staying in some.
If rail is working right, people will not find it difficult to live outside the central business district.
Exactly. But we are not paying attention.
Because on Okota Fienya na so sorry ano pa 5 so about bedroom crime. Sami?
Bapping.
Railways yenya muden.
See,
Yenwu no.
Mean two kwanda. Buy me movies. What me movie then you see how Oma build a railway system. And yeah, for as a manager and as a director, no, I think say there is that kind of research say uwanim diebia o de babe boa sector no na sector na tumpon nti what the topic ne send me na me say na TUC secretary o kan about say ye ntua railway workers no by 30th September on be your year no bisa me one simple question say into omo wo honum no omo productivity level no it is saying and then omo ye di abo sector no ama sector na ejina I would not in any day beka say one obi ye adwuma me ntua neka na bisa ho say wo dware fifie na wo betena adwuma mu and then na wo ye abo say adwuma no na adwuma na tumpon na a generate revenue na edi bi etu awoka nti se wo dware fifie na wo betena ase na ofode wonsa eno na ma ko hu se yom koto e friend is saying train bia 419 train bia mo koto ba ya on test che se antiment to 1 hour e say eno so ekosi saying TUC anhwe hanka wonsam TUC amomo hwe your friend is saying more or less like about your transport system, private sector na at the adena mudi muntiti muna. When was the last time, just as we beside? Mean the last time it is a training issue. Enti sebeka so because of say yen to anchorophobia. Now we are not being concerned say your railway system no a ye juma. Enti say nye juma me ebe me de say aban hwenes yentimi nyeni ya we scrap it off. Say the previous administration na railway minister meboa. So you ask yourself say inti sa number of years na wo railway minister no na adwuma poten ene ne wen na dem poten na oye e de ahye kina say your railway system no e be si brane na easy traffic. And if for the past years, that's still your railway system into me, na acquire say, ya employ and crofo, no back what na a jumum, na omu nimni or more ye. She knew her more ye, na ye bo maneka, na there is an accumulation of 12 months. That is a year. Why don't you let them or why don't you close down the agency and the sector? So a idea ye who be and a generating revenue. And then some more as a director no as a manager of that sector no. I was ultimately looking for investors at the Bawo sector. Because you have been appointed to do so. To manage. And this managing say G coupon allowance, no one allowance. Now at the end of the day no. We shall we see no do no what so is into one thing into omo utilities one way into ya because me who see train be do into train into now on generate any revenue no him fan omo revenue di to omo utilities into at the end of the day no e was say buying coffee sika bi e de be share another sector na angasa enti produce revenue en hwe no angasa no. Then why is it there? Senka ade no wo ho na eye adwuma ebeboa yen. Ba ade no enye adwuma e na amanfo gi ho no mo gi salary no so ma. Na sa ade end of the day no e ya ban e wo so ko another sector ko form profit e san dey bread different sector or non generating profit, on generating revenue bia. Then what is the essence? Ye go ni sisi a nkrofo ba be ye oye che so oh e na ma ban ba ye no we go sectors ni bi. But the question is, sector na wo honum no, a yenye minister mpokra wo honum no, what has been its usefulness? Train ya yekoto ya making. Omuko ye on test omuso e no bi akopake car na ekoba ne na odiko bom train. Sika twitwiri di ye de kotoy. Eno mpokra black and white. Enya djuma. Eno so ya bo man ne ka. Enti enkosi daben. Enti sensika na yede be hye railway ni mu a enye dwuma. Ade na yemfa sensika no kwahye big push mu. Na enya akwan ni yie. Enti to me, you see as a country no, yempenyi for omutu kwan. And there are times ko omudu be bimbo kra na kro di bi ho ma. Omufu train. Ebimbo kwa ya underground. Ah, mo fa efe. Ye mbim ye cross border mpo. Ba ye hu o TV so. Enti adenti na ye ntimi nye ye de ne ma ne nye fe. Se ntimi nya underground a. At least edi akwane aba. Ebe generate revenue.
O underground. Surface kwa
ye hu so na underground. Na ebimbo kwa so no be sky trade. Won surface cry yentimi yehun so na sky train eno so yetu ahoka $2 million bi akodi obi nsem wedi asan enti se na yenya sector ono onwin se a sector ya omuka so omu sika mei na sector no pokra no revenue be no mu generated ma your friend is saying government. That's the first thing that you say. Also, your friend is saying railway workers in it na kasa. No more from manager and director no more kasa. Masa, samuka se musika ma. Na mu bokra no revenue be na mu generated ma mine na ban mfa ntua amoka. Anya say a friend sector bi beka so ye ntua ameka na wo so se bi wonya nhwehwemu hu say e den revenue no generated bo aban no sa ban de betumpo nti who expect say onko your friend say MPA enko form omo profit enfa mahwew
as a TUC the as a team that is abra no amana crash
that is not true
because obi din asema be down say yentua ne ka one thing I say Fred director nim na say okay fine yentua wo ka na mo wo sector na wo hwe so no e den revenue na wo generate dey ba investors be na wakohwehwe e dey aba because ye dey obeto won say wo nimde unimde say na obeboa sector na man ane aden amana tumpon enti woto won ma wontimi ko fa investors mama wo mehye wo sector no mu kena no sector be na yenko fa onu ni sika mfa mehwe wo
first mama
enti hwe tuisi omuka so mbe ye oye kira ho before meka so mbe ye oye kira dia ade akira abansa abantu omuka no omu misa railway sector ne say revenue be na omu so omu generate dey ba na aban ni yi sa omu revenue bi ntu omuka entu omu bi o na ebi nka na emfa mu oman no
that's it
I think so Ghana you do pempen so be sometimes when sensitive issues come up we need to depoliticize it then deal with it as it is. If we try to politicize issue be to say the ecosia taking in a MPP tina hona no one call for by what was the minister doing train started say you used to train Ghana MPP crapo MPP nyame
so the import of what he was trying to ask and say if we see say the railway sector is an important sector.
Yes.
For example, and we give it a whole ministerial portfolio. Say minister share railway no so because your name say important. Then you would want to come and question and ask. Say, as at the time I would say as a minister of state for 8 good years I will share so no. any year to me ye and no be any other fast say impaka dying ye no ye we I was here did train sisu e mani ye juma. Do not forget the impaka dying and ye railway for na year it was a contract.
Yes.
And uncle for na ye I was here the railway sisu as ya ma car the car one found kwa juma aketua bede na free mo abane ye nya bi de atuaka.
Say in himself pack down. I'm say from 1st of October they are starting operations.
1st of October.
Yeah, 1st of October.
In Pagada, omu commission tambe. Nana do dango ekufado
yes, but
no mo copy commission.
And omu call test drive and I said test.
You know,
so now the people were like they need to take some of those components in the back to Europe, the manufacturer. Now on getting time to year by the power no more. And I'm the buy so. They've gone to work on it and on the other. As you said, new government takes over. Maybe he also wants to do his due diligence, and I said that operations, was halted and as stalled. But from first, we share release the grandpa. From first, government is starting operations on that in Pagada. You can do checks on that. Okay. Now, the meme can say at least MPP was in power for 8 years. FNCA created real ministry. We were in power for 8 years, right? They have not been paid for 12 months. 12 months, and I think they started October or November of last year.
Yes.
You have said 2 or 3 months in MPP right? We are in the 9th month. If you want to accuse me in my opposition, it doesn't help.
The accusation is not. No, I'm not even interested in it. I'm interested in the fact say the institution as a railway, if they are not functioning as a mama with Juma, so 1 year Juma, if you are not working, that's a Ketriana ma. You don't go on the rooftop and start shouting.
No, but Trade Union Congress or no Juma say like the unions, labor unions,
fight more as to whether that union deserve or that union is even functioning or not.
So they are released almost on several locations this year. They've tried engaging governments and the sector ministry on Saturday week.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So if they've been doing that, that means and yes, I'm sorry, I'm saying because we are going to have a nationwide strike. They have tried engaging you. Yeah, so what is stopping government or the sector minister? And I said those agencies need to rather tell the trade unions, problem that we are facing here. It's because of this problem. That is why it's getting. It may be. Let's see how best we try.
You think that conversation has not been done?
If he had gone on, at least Radio release the press release of the Barton. Yes. If they say government and your can be bisa and I say be bisa, then that means what they are being disingenuous. Is that what we want to suggest for them to say they will go on nationwide strike? At least 2 months, 3 months, young farmer, whilst whatever the problem is, we are working on it. Okay. Now, one thing we should bear in mind, make a trade union that will not deal directly with agency like rails. They will deal with the government or the ministers. And I said those who are in charge of it. It is up to them to now come down and those ministers and then in the course of roundtable talks, the CEO or whoever is in charge of rail will now be brought in, maybe to answer a few questions. But trade union cannot go engaging or questioning rail for and say, why are you not generating revenue? And I said, why are you not doing this or doing A or B or C to bring in that is not the responsibility of trade union to do. Or anything they say the workers now they are there. He needs to see to their welfare. Now again, I think maybe you do know. I don't know if government is working on it or if they have it in plan. If you realize government on its own, is not able to invest much into it, because trust me, only almost they also tell you what we need to operate to operationalize our activities. We are not getting.
Government is not providing.
Yes. So let's look at what about public-private partnership.
That is what I've always advocated for. I buy a railway. Find a private sector to get a train on the road.
No, on charge for maybe the next 5 years of Antenica.
But railway funds Supercatcher was yes, and I would you
no, it said there is a certain percentage because see, maybe Abane does not have enough money to bring in the rails. And as I said, I mean catcher also look at a hotel like I'm always set example. Kempinski, for example. From the mid managers top before you get a license to have their name Kempinski and almost franchise on your hotel. And you Kempinski for this you, but you buy their franchise.
Yes.
Feel on normal day the managers in Europe. It's how they run Kempinski in Germany.
That is how
you are supposed to be run here. So if you are going to do it that way, yes, for the next step, master, I didn't know. So what is stopping us? You do be better. Then the parkour can operationalize things. Then instead of we looking for money somewhere and investing into it, the private person is investing into it. What about that one?
But then the moment private to say the example of the man, private sector no buy in near the top managers nearby, meaning say these people who are sitting here, all those top managers must go.
Oh no, I won't go. It can happen. Say maybe the one who is in charge of operations, the one who might be in charge of maybe accounts, finance, yes. But then like the CEO need the AOB again, but then you are definitely going to work with Sir in Kofu or Sir Kofu a private A fund because okay fine. This is how you need to go about your operations. We are just we will stay back, but we are supervising it. If you go against it, that means it goes against the contract we have with the government. You will pull out. Some of them crop by, but then this is how we want you to see things.
Ghana,
so that we make our money.
Because we've seen and we back where Mukofa buying and seeing and how do the over say the story of Mukache and I will be the car if that is true, then automatically meaning say managers or more at time no more bomb.
Boss, hold on, I'm in charge. So what for real so yay for something seem to be a bro.
I agree.
Obi trap that the end of scrap.
A beer to Western Takwa into 4 years. Why is it so? Because Nipa Railway when monitoring will say 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, train beyond Bambe Faso. So and a Nipa idea sending same so 100 also I adamant. It is the reason why I tell you say the railway sector needs oneself, it needs a total rehauling.
That one if they do that, and unless we get a private person, no shame you see to he say he makes his money, he makes the profit that he's supposed to make on it. Until we decide to go on that tangent and we always come back and have this discussion.
Yeah, last topic, in some few minutes now, sorry. So, the Galamsey demonstration, of course, so just last weekend, here, still calling on government to declare state of emergency. From where you sit, more bemono, you're catching some mundi club in 1 year. You are back also calling on government to declare state of emergency.
Well, personally, I think the reason why others are pushing our government now, our government now, they say, those were the exact things they called when they were in opposition less than a year ago. On their campaign trail. The sitting president even called for a state of emergency. Most of them called for your ministers, they all called for a state of emergency. At that time, the number focused, let's come together as a country and fight this menace. I mean, I say, you have been voted into power. You are the president. It is your responsibility to get this thing solved. So there should be a state. That was what President Mahama, no, just simply so. It is a noun, so Obi qualify for it that we should not cry foul. But what I think is maybe you do dachi. Yafa NPP is in 20 So I say, who show what about this in the pan what is happening now? Say, Ochina, a jikre. Facha me say, me President Mahama, former President Akufo-Addo, who funded the rest, or bet me at the favor on that 40-footer container bay 20 issue if you are butcher about. Can you and I do that?
Not at all.
Those who have been ministers, MPs, they will definitely find ways and means that, but they will bring in water from outside. If you don't do it, they can manage and bring it. But he ain't me. Say, but now, near me, so when NPP say, NDC say, and then that's what they need to create confusion amongst them, and then we walk through. we are can NPP for some say, ne NDC for some say, ne penny for both NPP for the Omsun in no more. Say, yeah, she in the central region, there are certain localities.
Yeah,
for some time,
they
are not getting water. Water na Ghana water for Air Force Day Banana White, our Yinumono. They are taking over 10 times, 20 times the amount of chemicals they are supposed to use to purify it. Now, what is going to happen? Our kidneys and our livers are going to suffer it. In maybe besono, we kidney new liver hoka. Won't mean second for South Africa. So it what happens. Yay, ne suffer. Baby, you do know. It is a demonstration you can any say but as a country, and have one particular language say no to demonstrate, no to Galamsey. Wow, but who say Galamsey we are coming there. We should support the security agencies. We should support the task force in their team. Yes, support to Abani, whether it's NPP or NDC, because I mean, it's NPP, it's opposition. It's me and my just be play politics. Ama, and I'm about JMH, my boy NDC for each year. Obeko, member, I'll come and face it. One say, when the Galamsey last year, 2 years ago, just 8 months from taking over, it has tripled. The mechanical problems in the menace, the issues,
the effects,
the effect, it has tripled now. It is a mission the bear politics that only be you of the corner. Not a baby paper, so not for it's why do I have to now sit down instead of saying, may I resolve on me the Baba bear politics? Now, say, me call the campaign, let me be here we are. How do I run the country and how do I manage the people? Let's put Sandy money aside as a guy, as citizens, let's come together. Near fight here, deal with once and for all for young own benefits.
That's it. Sammy,
Bravin.
Galamsey, is a more area when you're saying Shoma.
You see,
be an easy
Galamsey issues we own. A idea are existing. And yes, NDC Babem and started. Because if you quite remember, if you have been in the first place 2016, now or your water bodies now, there was nowhere I'll be called. Now, when say issue no, I say it got to that point whereby who call issue now, then it started deteriorating, and other civil society were raising concern. Say, Galamsey no. Say your water bodies. Why did you get where we are now? We got to where we are now because one thing say I can just issue mining license as if I'm signing a check. Enti enra now me who MPP for no more year demonstration and let's stop Galamsey and who ne find a buying. One thing I was here to say, they say, the NDC as a political party led by John Dramani Mahama is a listening government. And no one is shifting from the issue, say we are not going to solve it. Because Enra, Oshe a GH1 page so now a 9 months for armed Galamseyers.
So, the new information that I am picking from that operation is to say the people of one are not illegal miners. 2, the people were using land cruisers. And I am informed say no small scale miners are machines are. They only go there for monitoring. Monitor massages okay. And those guns and stuff, are licenses and they have been sent the document. Yes.
No problem. But you see, say what can I say for past years and you supervised, you saw how your water bodies were being deteriorated. Our forest reserve were being deteriorated. And then there was a caution from every angle say, see, let's be mindful of how Munya power, mode say your water bodies no. And you did nothing. Only to go to opposition for few months. And you then realize say your water bodies are say. So the government who is fighting Galamsey, you know, who is trying everything possible. Now recently Mpoko out here Sami Jemfi in the sector. Omako omode pickups ne other friends saying Newman Akadia 9 months for being here to fight Galamsey, you know. And just as I said, John Dramani Mahama government, any government or so, we don't welcome criticism. But we welcome criticism from people who are well-meaning Ghanaians. They mean well. We had demonstration here, most of the journalists who interview boys in Boko Mudich and I didn't know.
The demonstration, the demonstration the MPP organized was not on Galamsey.
It was about what?
It was about harassment, but the demonstration so organized by South Group, Fix the Country movement. Fix the Country movement, you know, Omona organize that Galamsey, Omo calling on the president to declare state of emergency.
And I say, when young crowd civil society organization groups now they are calling for, say we should stop Galamsey. I in any days support say.
But do you want to wait till they tell you, especially so when you were in opposition, now you knew saying sure no any say to the extent saying I will call you on the president to issue a state of emergency.
So everybody can attest to the fact say there are so many rapid processor ekoso. At first, when who say na obi akoye Galamsey aya cheneda under the SYZ government as compared to now.
I can give you news a lot.
So it tells you say.
Do you recall say President Mahama they are not the obey the kingpins and
but Oshe now. There is transparency in fighting Galamsey as compared to this.
Oh
no.
When was the last time who saw more fighting Galamsey or who media for more coverage deba? When? And yeah, no, Erasudon Koya, ya kwaji ne camera bubu ya otimi your friend is saying memory need the Bible and chance and he say ni echo. So just as I'm saying no, Galamsey na ye kano. Enya dia ebwa yensu. Enya dia ebwa ye no bae. Because I remember last year me betra haka say Galamsey nsema ye king. Ye no musio. Ye di efomudum bae. Me no otu ye nyina ye pe fufu e de na e de wo. Enya banche. Sa areas ya ye to Galamsey with mercury. Ohono mukotu banche ne de back crab ebe dey ebeton. It say ye ka Galamsey asem na say all the time biano one will pretend say oh normal into a position na then afraid there ni ko apai. Then where are we heading towards? Me enya me de say me hu say yensa say yes you say because at the end of the day no chemicals Ghana Water Company ombe hia e dia purify nsuo no na ya pompe dia bo fie no at first I would to 20 Ghana because of some we hia more chemical dia purify no or water bill so be high. And what is even the assurance say nsuo na wo hu ne krogens no there are no chemicals in it. Enti yent maintenance all the time na Galamsey no ye nunu ye ho na ye sere because the level at which at the end of the day no edi yare beba no I said this in over and over again yare no eba enim NDC na enim MPP na enim CPP me from day one me kind Galamsey ayekin enye aliens na etu eye nipa na etu because there was a time otu for say etu kan say so your hen na otu kuro bi so na etu galamsey na wo so wunu obi otu a ye bu galamsey fo a wo ka ho bi so you ask yourself say baby ye tu galamsey no ahemfo no omu ni ho anya musom ana anya mframa na etu galamsey no and to always be about better radio so na dey bia na galamsey na eye nipa na etu
that's it you are my phone
I think so I don't think so be brothers and near sisters and the NDC they should be able to send a President Kufuor was bold enough to say so oh let more position I saw things differently and make I say we don't need more ministers but mabano we different to me here more ministers Ghanaians even though chastised him but then he had the channel and we allowed him certain comments are NDC for making in the fight against Galamsey. We got people like Kokuban yourself almost leading communicator any chief Obin went to Galamsey sites telling them so yang MP for ne hamo omo mamun tumo yi ba chief ne be in charge of sa mining ne mu nyina mu betum mu. We got the president coming on a campaign platform saying say yes omo mo ye Galamsey no omo kope bibi na baba bedi ini achi omo nti say ye ba ye be release omo then we regularize them. You see when you do those things na say what the rate at which as our boys no more Galamsey say tom here yes TikTok videos ne you know na obi kroto na mahama aba e be you say na soldier for be you say it's because they felt empowered
by those
comments. No say if you think say there should be a different approach oh me what position yes me can say but that was not I didn't say there should be indiscipline in Galamsey until this is what we are going to do now put certain fear in them and we all get this thing resolved
but I say anya about 10 o'clock I'm in for NC I'm fast with that no my Joel and I feel so Sammy but never boy me Joel say who Brian
yeah, Brian.
Brian, you say?
No, Brian.
Oh, okay.
I have a lot of confidence in him. I see Ghana has a bigger future when it comes to him.
Oh, okay.
Brian is like the Maktoum of Ghana. Also, Sheikh Maktoum, or yeah, there he does it. Say, Maye, Amana, I catch it up. Osini Hotel. Now the hotel is being rated the biggest hotel in Africa. Airport your PSOC, he wants to build the airport at the runway is the biggest runway in the world. I mean anything that he wants to do and he plans say like that should be Wabe president next emphasis we want to build you build a hospital people from Europe will come almost from South Africa and Egypt beba yeah mommy and Fiya and South Africa and Egypt and Ayarisa. He has a lot of vision. He started his campaign trail from Endra. Take time now. You just listen to some of the messages. Maybe you understand why some of us are supporting Brian Champo.
But I say, Abuja my fancy say na me catch on the picture na ready and David Tamakulu Prem Park former president.
Okay.
And any birthday.
Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday enko enfa emma David Tamakulu. May you live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. My brother, yeah. But just let me know where the party is so that I join. David. I see your wife posting you, yeah. I see wifey posting you. Happy birthday and fankoma. Ebushia mama fancy ya. Nyame ya adomo a yebesa chia ochina eye fiada. Asirani bi enko enfama Derek Asare, Frederick Asare, and afe Mary Educhumwa Delali Edem and afe so sofo